Hey traders, Arjun here. Rahul already knows support and resistance. Lines on a chart. Price bounces at 600. Resistance at 650. Simple lines. But Arjun tells him something that changes how he sees charts forever. Support and resistance are lines. But the real institutional levels are zones. Areas where big money placed massive orders. Not a single price. An entire area. Banks do not buy at one exact price. They buy across a range. And those zones leave footprints on the chart that repeat over and over. Rahul discovers supply and demand zones. Support is a line at 600. Demand zone is an area between 595 and 605. A 10 rupee wide zone. Why zones instead of lines? Because institutions do not place one order at one price. A mutual fund buying 50 crore of SBI will spread orders across a range. Some at 595. Some at 600, some at 605. The entire area becomes a zone of demand. Lines are clean, but fake. Zones are messy, but real. A demand zone forms where price dropped and then bounced sharply. A strong green candle shooting up from a level. That sharp bounce means institutional buying happened here. Big money stepped in and bought aggressively. The key insight: they cannot fill all their orders. A fund wanting to buy 50 crore might only have filled 30 crore. Before price shot up. Those unfilled by orders are still sitting there, waiting. When price returns to this zone, those orders will trigger again. Supply zones are the opposite. Price rallied up to a level and then dropped sharply. A big red candle crashing down from a level. That means institutional selling happened there. Big money dumped shares aggressively. And just like demand zones, they could not fill all their sell orders. Unfilled sell orders are still waiting at that level. When price returns to a supply zone, those sell orders trigger. Price gets rejected again. Supply overwhelms demand. How to find supply and demand zones. Look for strong moves away from a level. Sharp candles. Big volume. If price slowly drifted away, it is not a zone. If price exploded away like a rocket, that is a zone. The strength of the move away tells you the strength of the orders at that level. A tiny bounce equals weak zone. A massive explosion equals strong zone. The sharper the move, the more institutional money is behind it. Freshness is everything. A zone that has never been retested is called fresh. Fresh zones are the strongest. The unfilled orders are fully intact. Nobody has touched them. A zone that has been tested once is still valid. Some orders got filled on the retest, but not all. A zone tested 2 or 3 times is getting weak. More orders have been filled. After 3 or more tests, the zone is used up. The orders are gone. Fresh is best. 1 test is okay. 3+ tests, walk away. SBI. Rahul spots a demand zone at 580 to 590. 3 weeks ago, price dropped to this area and then exploded upward with a massive green candle and double the average volume. Classic demand zone. Price has never retested it. Fresh zone. Now price is falling back toward the zone. 595. 590. It enters the zone. A hammer candle forms right at 585. Confirmation. Rahul enters at 593. Stop at 575. Below the entire zone. SBI bounces from a demand zone exactly as expected. 593 to 600. Then 610. Then 620. The demand zone holds perfectly. Institutional buyers are still there. Rahul exits at 630. Profit 37 rupees per share. 25 shares. 925 rupees. The demand zone that was created 3 weeks ago still had unfilled orders waiting. And those orders push price right back up. Rahul's supply and demand rules. 1. Fresh zones are the strongest. Trade the first retest. 2. A zone is an area, not a line. Get a width. 3. The sharper the move away, the stronger the zone. 4. Combine zones with candlestick patterns for confirmation. 5. Stop loss goes beyond the entire zone, not inside it. 6. Supply and demand zones on higher time frames are more powerful than on lower time frames. Lines are where retail traders play. Zones are where institutions play. Trade where the big money trades. If you understand it, it is simple. I am Arjun. Follow for more stories from Rahul's journey.